Hello friends, this is Basraj Binangwa coming out with my new video on ELISA test. In this video, I'll be discussing about ELISA test, which is helpful for B.Pharm third semester and PharmD first year and second year students. ELISA, expansion of ELISA, enzyme-linked immunosorbent assay, which is used to detect antigen or antibodies in the sample. We can detect the antigen or antibody present in the sample. So in this case, the principle involved in ELISA is this uses the components of immune system. What are the components of immune system? Antigen, antibody, and the chemicals to detect the immune responses or to identify the responses of immunity in the body. So when there is antigen, antibody reacts, to know that you are adding certain chemicals to see that. So when you add certain chemicals, that will form a color, so you can identify that the reaction has taken place or not. So to identify that you are adding, so this ELISA uses components of immune system and chemicals to detect the immune responses of immunity in the body. And the technique, this technique also uses immunosorbent material or absorbing material. Absorbing material is this material is specific to one component, either antigen or antibody. So in this, the well is coated with absorbing material containing antigen or antibody. Antigen or antibodies is coated with, the well is coated with absorbing material containing antigen. To that we are adding, if well is coated with antigen, then you will add antibody. If well is coated with antibody, then you will add antigen to it to form if there is any complex formation to take place, then the complex will form in between that antigen and antibody. We'll discuss in the next slide. And the immunosorbent material which is being used as absorbing material, different types of absorbing materials can be used. That is, it may be particulate like cellulose or agarose, or solid phase, it may be like polystyrene, polyvinyl, microbials, or membranes can be used. And the coloring agent used is hydrogen peroxide and diaminobenzidine. Combination of hydrogen peroxide and diaminobenzidine is used as a coloring agent in different types of ELISA to know whether that test is positive or negative. On the basis of color formation, you will say that the color test is positive or negative. Different types of ELISA are indirect ELISA, sandwiched ELISA, and competitive ELISA. Coming to the first type, sandwiched ELISA. Sandwiched ELISA positive, the reaction will occur like this, and negative is like this. So in positive, why the name sandwiched? You can see here the antigen is sandwiched between two antibodies. This is one antibody and this is another antibody. This is the antigen. So the antigen is sandwiched between two antibodies. That's why the name sandwiched ELISA. Okay, in this sandwiched ELISA positive, what happens? The well is coated with absorbing material containing antibody. Absorbing material containing antibody. To this antibody, we are adding antigen. Serum sample, antigen. Sample is added, antigen is added. To that antigen, when you add antigen, if there is any antibody and specific to that specific antigen, in case of positive, that antibody will react with the antigen because there is specificity between antigen and antibody. Antigen and antibody are specific, so there is a complex. Complex is formed. To know that this complex is how we can to detect it, we are adding second antibody, which is enzyme linked. You can see this. This is enzyme linked antibody. This one, enzyme linked antibody, and this will form a complex with this earlier antigen antibody complex. So further, this enzyme linked antibody will also form a complex, so that this antigen is sandwiched between the two antibodies. Further, you are adding coloring agent or substrate to this sample. So when you add the substrate, that will react with the enzyme present in the enzyme linked antibody. So this will react and it will produce the color. And the color produced will be directly proportional to the amount of antigen present or antibody present in the sample. That's how that indicates. So color proportion, color formed is directly proportional to the amount of the antigen or antibody in the sample. So in this case, the color formed is positive. If it is negative, what happens? First step is similar. You are absorbing material coated with antibody, then you are adding antigen. When you add antigen, it will not bind because there is no specificity in case of negative test. It doesn't mean that in every case it has to bind. In case of a negative test, this antigen will not be specific to this particular antibody, so they will not form a complex. So when they will not form a complex, so there is no complex formation, only antibody is there in the absorbing material. To that you are adding again a second antibody, that is enzyme linked antibody. This will also not bind because there is no complex formed. This enzyme linked antibody will also not. So when you add antigen, there is no binding. That is washed off. These antigens are washed off. You will wash it, and then you add this second enzyme linked antibody. There is no complex formation. So when there is no complex formation, when you add substrate, there is no enzyme linked antibody containing enzyme to react with this substrate, so there will be no color formation. So these are also washed off, and second enzyme linked antibody is also washed off. So then when you add substrate, there will be no color formation. No color formation is negative. Test will be negative. So that is sandwiched ELISA positive, sandwiched ELISA negative. Indirect ELISA positive or indirect ELISA negative. Indirect means initially the absorbing material or the well is coated with absorbing material containing antigen. Then you are adding antibody, that is the patient serum you are adding. So it contains in case of positive antibody antigen reaction specificity is there. So there is complex formation between antibody and antigen present in the well. Further, you are adding anti-human antibody, that is enzyme linked antibody, which will bind to this complex which is there formed earlier in the second step. And again, when you add anti-human antibody, that is enzyme linked antibody, this will also form a complex. Indirect ELISA, because antigen, antibody, and antibody. Indirect complex is there. That's why the name indirect ELISA. There is no sandwiching in this test. So indirect complex formed. So this complex is formed. When you add substrate in the fourth step, that will react with the enzyme present in the antibody, and it will form a color. So it will be positive. If it forms color, it will be positive. In case of indirect ELISA, the first step is similar. Absorbing material containing antigen is coated in the well is coated with antigen and absorbing material containing antigen, and in the second step you are adding antibody. So when in case of negative test, there will be no complex formation because there is no specificity, so that will be washed off. And when you add anti-human antibody, enzyme linked antibody, so there is no complex formation in the second step. When you add this second antibody, that antibody will also not form a complex because there is no specificity. So that is also washed out. So when you add substrate in the fourth step, so there will be no color formation. So this is negative. Indirect ELISA negative. Competitive ELISA. In this case, it is slightly different from sandwiched ELISA and indirect ELISA. In sandwiched ELISA and in indirect ELISA, color formation is positive and no color formation is negative. But in case of competitive, no color formation is positive, and color formed, if any color is formed, that will be negative. Why? I will explain here. So initially, first step, you are adding antigen, that is absorbing metal containing antigen. Well is coated with antigen containing absorbing material. So antigen and absorbing material is there in the well. To this you are adding antibody. Patient serum is added. So in case of positive, there will be this will form a complex. Antigen antibody is being formed. So this complex, to know that complex is formed, we are adding conjugated antibody, enzyme linked antibody. Here, Why the name competitive means, when you add this antibody, two antibodies are there. In earlier types also you added two types of antibodies. Here this is one antibody and this is. In case of competitive ELISA, either this will bind with the antigen or either this enzyme linked antibody will or conjugated antibody will bind, not both. But in case of indirect ELISA and sandwiched ELISA, both used to bind. But in this case, either of the one will bind. Either this antibody will bind or this antibody will bind. So here, what is in case of positive test, there is a formation of complex between antigen present in the sample, antibody present in the sample, and antigen in the well. So there is a complex formation. So when you add second conjugated antibody or enzyme linked antibody, this will not bind. That is washed off. The only one will bind, as the name indicates, competitive. One will bind, not both. So when you add substrate, there will be no color formation because there is no enzyme present to react with that particular substrate. Enzyme plus substrate, that will form product, but there is no enzyme here, so there will be no color. Why there is no color formation? There is no binding of the second antibody. So there is binding of first antibody and antigen. Antibody of the present in the sample and antigen present in the coated well. So there is a complex. So that will be positive. So there is no color form, but a complex has formed. If complex has formed, in case of a positive, there will be no color formation. That indicates the test is positive here, right? Complex has formed, but color has not formed. No color formation indicates the test is positive in case of competitive ELISA. Competitive ELISA. In case of negative, the first step is similar. Absorbing metal containing antigen, well is coated with this. Then you add antibody, that is patient serum is added, which will not bind. Here, there is no specificity between this antigen and this antibody in case of negative test. Competitive ELISA negative, this will not bind if there is no specificity. When it does not bind, when you add the second antibody, this antibody, enzyme linked antibody, this will bind, this will not bind. So in case of negative, second conjugated antibody will bind, which contains enzyme. So when you add substrate, so that substrate will react with the enzyme present in the antibody and it will show the color. The color formation is negative here. In this case, the color formation is negative. So that's why competitive ELISA, either one of the antibody will bind, either this antibody or the second antibody, not both. So that's why it's called as competitive. So no color formation, positive, color formation, negative. That's how interpretation can be done in competitive ELISA. Coming to the applications of ELISA, it determines serum antibody concentration. This particular test is used to detect HIV virus, to detect, to carry out, diagnose HIV, you can carry out this test. And also this is used in food industry for detecting food allergens, which are responsible for allergy. In toxicology, as a rapid presumptive screening, it is being used for drugs in case of toxicology studies. That is, presumptive test is the qualitative analysis which will allow to identify or confirm the presence of substance in a sample, presence of drugs in the sample. So that's for that particular in toxicology studies, this is being used. This test can be carried out, detects antigens or antibodies present in minute quantities. In smaller quantity, the antibodies or antigen can be detected by carrying out a ELISA test. Advantage, many advantages are there. It is very accurate. Accuracy is there. Highly specific, because only the reaction occurs between specific antigen or antibody, not with all. Highly specific. So that when there is specificity and sensitive, so that is the advantage. Does not need a costly radiation counter, because in case of radioimmunoassay, you need radiation. In this case, no radiation counter is there. So cost-wise, economical. This test can be carried out qualitative analysis also can be done, as well as quantitation also can be done. Quantitative estimation, it is both qualitative analysis as well as quantitative. And reproducible means when you carry out the test, immediately once again if you carry out the test, the same result should be same. Reproducibility should be there. So when in this case reproducibility is there, so and easy to perform and can be carried out for complex samples, different samples which contain different antigens, antibodies or antigens, so that that specific will react with the specific antibody. Even complex samples can be used for carrying out the test to know the antigen or presence of antibodies in the sample. So thank you for watching my video. Please subscribe to my channel. Thank you.